Good morning, everyone. I can't turn my head slightly to the left because then the sun is right in my eyes. I wonder if there's a way to fix this. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. Visors are a thing. Hello, everybody. Good morning. How are you? How are you? I'm all right. Just getting up. I've been super lazy this week. It's time for some time off. About 8 a.m. I mean, just getting started, getting ready to go. So I want to tell you guys a quick story. Maybe that'll be the theme of the video today. I'm not really sure. But sometimes being on YouTube and just kind of like telling your story, it's fun. I like being here. I like you guys. But sometimes, excuse me, I'm trying to get my drink. Oh yeah, I guess that looked weird off the camera, huh? I was shaking my drink. Sorry about that. You guys are wondering what the hell is he doing over there. Anyways, I like doing videos. I like just kind of telling my story. People seem to watch it. People seem interested in it. Mainly because I am, well, I don't know why you guys watch. Some of you watch because you're doing better than me in life, and that makes you feel good, and that's an awesome reason to watch. I don't care. But mainly probably because I'm so impulsive, and I like, oh God, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. And I try out a lot of things. Some of you watch because I fail at things, which is cool too. I don't care. But for some reason, my point is, for some reason, I'm trying to get my seatbelt adjusted. For some reason, you guys watch me. And I think that's a lot of fun. I think it's cool. But there's been a thing over the years where I'll have a viewer that's been around the channel forever, and they've been really cool, and then I think they just have a bad day. We all got really bad stuff going on in our lives sometimes, right? Like, it's not going how we thought it would, and that can be really frustrating, especially for us truckers. When things aren't going right, we don't have a whole lot of quick options to fix things, but you'll have that viewer that's around the channel forever, and they're really cool, and then you just like do a video one day, and like it's a completely harmless video, and that person just like flips out on you. And I've heard you guys over the years like, Josh, you can't pay attention to comments and stuff like that, but people that have been around the channel forever, I get to know you guys a little bit, right? And I've talked back and forth with you, not in you, with you in the comments, and I've gotten to know you guys a lot. Even when I had like the 80,000 subscriber channel, I knew who my viewers were. I talked with you guys a lot, and I don't know how many subscribers it takes before you just forget who everyone is. I'm not really sure. But anyways, if you guys remember yesterday's video, just kind of setting up the story for you a little bit, I discussed how I am interested in the expediting business, you know, sprinter vans and things like that. I said very clearly in it, like, that market's just as bad, if not worse, than the trucking market right now. Eventually this stuff is either going to come back, or it's where our economy's going to collapse. Sorry, I just woke up. I'm having trouble finding words. But those are kind of our options, right? But I expressed interest in, you know, maybe that's something I'll do in the future, and identified some pros and cons of it. And I said that I don't know. But if nothing else, it does give me a goal to work towards, even if I change my mind on that goal before I get there. The good news is I will have been positioning myself to achieve that goal. So if something else were to come up, then maybe I would jump on that instead, and I would be in a position to do it. And that's all I said, right? I am interested in it. And I had a long-time commenter, and it kind of like those kind of things like hit you right in the feelings, because I don't like blocking people that have been here for a long time. Oh, that reminds me. Let me ask you guys a quick side question, and I'll try to remember what I was talking about. Would you, if you were a YouTuber, you had a bit of a following, would you block somebody for ruining one of your jokes? No, seriously, I mean that. Like, I'm not always the funny guy. Sometimes I'm just kind of talking, but sometimes I really sit here and I think about punchlines, and I'm like, if I could put this joke with that joke and all this stuff, and it would be really fun. It's very rare, but I'll do like a comedy bit for you guys. It's not like over the top or anything, but one time I did a little bit where I made fun of another trucker here on YouTube, Cooper, because he hardly says anything, right? So I had dressed up a push broom with a safety vest, and I named it Cooper, and it didn't say anything through the video, but every once in a while I would yell at it to shut the fuck up or what have you. And I have a commenter that in every video comes along and makes a Cooper joke. And to the point that the joke is ruined, just absolutely ruined. If you guys were me, would you just push the hide user button on somebody that ruined your joke? Maybe I would. I'll listen to your guys' advice on that. Anyways, this is all I said about the expedited van thing, and I am interested in it, but I have the luxury right now of not having a bunch of money to spend, so I get to sit back and research and ask questions and make videos and listen to your guys' feedback. So it's not like I'm going into this thing like half-cocked, like fucking, like I've done before. I have done that. I've bought a truck on a whim before. I've done a lot of crazy things, which I enjoy. It keeps life interesting, man. I like it. But a longtime viewer lost their minds on me. You guys, like, don't get this invested in YouTubers. We're just people, like, and we don't have all the answers, right? But he, like, flipped out because, once again, I'm not sticking with a job. And to address that point, I never will. I won't, because that's just the way my mind works, is I will always wonder what else is out there. And I was gonna say that I'll probably retire eventually one day owning my own business, and if I don't, well, then I'm going to die trying. I am. I don't only look at trucking. I have a little pickup at home. I'm like, how much would it cost me to, like, outfit this with, like, you know, a pressure washer and all the different soaps and things you would need to have, like, a mobile car wash business? Like, how much would that cost? I already have the pickup, right? But then I thought about that, and I'm like, yeah, I live in Colorado, you know, wintertime, I don't know that it slows down necessarily, because people still get their cars washed in the winter because they get all that road grime on them and stuff. But then I'd be out there in the snow, like, washing people's cars. And the point is, I always am looking at different things. The idea that I will get a company job and I'll do that until I die, it's just not going to work for me. That's not saying it's right or wrong. That's saying that it won't work for me, right? Which is true. That's a fact. I'm going to try a lot of things before I die. But anyways, it was pretty sad to me because he was very upset that I don't plan to work here until I die, which is true. I don't. I got no argument to that. And then went off about what his job is and how he makes a ton of money, and that's where it's at. But the job to me didn't sound interesting at all. He went home every weekend, which means you're doing the same route every week. Ugh, gross. That sounds horrible to me. And it's like, I feel like I've said this before, there's literally millions of ways to truck. But not only are there millions of ways to truck, there's millions of options in life in general, right? And then went on to tell me about how I fail at everything I do. I'll never do anything right. And it was a very hostile exchange. The guy was to the point that he was posting comment after comment, like 8 in a row. And I refuse to argue with people. Like, I'll explain my point of view, but if you're still upset about my point of view, my own damn decisions that I'm going to make, I will, unfortunately, regardless of who you are, eventually push the hide user button, right? And so I did that. And my point is, sorry, a couple of points. I have seen this happen thousands of times over the course of my years doing YouTube. You're cool with the person, and then all of a sudden they flip out on a completely harmless video that has nothing to do with him. And honestly, it's always sad when it happens. It could be either one of you, by the way, next time it happens. Any one of you that comments in this video, I don't know what happens, like what goes on in your head. Like, are you sitting there like watching my videos and you're like slowly over time getting more and more and more pissed off about like just my own thoughts? That's all this is. That's all this is. I don't tell people how to live life. I don't give advice to anybody. If you guys have caught my live streams, a lot of times I avoid giving advice because I'm like, well, look at me. I mean, are you the guy? Am I the guy you want to ask for advice? I'm still trying to figure it out, you know. But I certainly don't try to change people's minds and make them do what I do and things like that. But I guess that's really it for now. I didn't expect to talk this long on that topic, but I don't know, man. What is it that goes on in people's heads that they watch this kind of YouTube video? I'm not doing any like crazy shit. I'm not trying to like revive the Nazi party or anything like that. I'm just talking about my day-to-day life. But what is it in this kind of YouTube video that causes people to go get so emotionally invested in your life? And I've heard a lot of times people say, well, Josh, you know, just the way you talk, you know, it just reminds us of sitting there just having a conversation with a friend, you know, just listening to a friend talk. And maybe that's it. I don't know. Maybe I should have done this a different way, where I start out my videos with, fuck you, I'm better than you. Please don't talk to me. And please don't expect a response from me. I'll never be your friend, you piece of shit. Maybe I should start my videos out that way. I'm not really sure. But with stuff like that, honestly, it does suck doing YouTube videos as a whole. Like, it's very demoralizing that you're like, Jesus, all I said was I am interested in the expediting business, and I'm doing my research on it, and I'm talking to people, and I'm discussing it with you guys. And maybe if I get myself in a better financial position, I might look at doing that. And then that gets turned into you never stay with a company, you're worthless, you have dumb ideas. I'm a person on this side too. I am also a person. I just don't get it. I don't want to go off too much longer on that. I'll hit you guys with a little more video later on today, I guess. But I should get on the road, so talk soon. What's up, guys? How are you? The title might seem a little bit hostile, and it might be a little bit, but it was just to get your attention. Come in and watch my videos, please, please. So first, before I get into all that, I want to say thank you, honestly, to everyone that gave me their opinions, their advice. We had some van owner-operators in there kind of giving me their thoughts, some good, some bad. That's from last video, right? And I think that's really cool. Like, share with me what you know, by all means, absolutely, because that would be something new for me to get into, and I don't really know for sure how that whole business works. I get the idea of it. It's transportation. Been doing that for a little while, right? Been doing that for a little while. So what do we got going on now? About 260 miles from Denver to make my delivery tomorrow, whatever. I'm only gonna run a couple more hours. I gotta kind of take it easy on my clock, so I have enough time to squeeze in another run before I take some home time. So if I take it nice and easy today, I should have 3 solid 8-hour days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We could bang out at least another 1,000 miles in that time. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Hopefully we can do more than that, 1,500. Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be really nice, but we'll see what we get. We'll see what we get. If I made it home Saturday morning because we were trying to get this done, that would be okay. I could survive that. But we're shooting for Friday. We're shooting for Friday. So, anyways, guys. Relax. Okay, so we talked earlier about the longtime viewer that got very angry at the audacity of me to have thoughts and have goals and to start putting a plan into motion to chase those goals, and willing to acknowledge that maybe it's not a good goal, but hey, we'll figure it out when we get there, right? Hold on, it's very hot in here. Let me get some more air going. There we go. Had to open up another vent. That is much better. I know you guys say you can't hear it, but it's very loud in here right now. Very loud in here. So anyways, I'm not asking permission. And I mean that in the most respectable way that I can. The most respectful way that I can mean that. When I come up with ideas, things that I'm thinking about, that's what this channel is just me saying, hey, here's what I'm thinking, here's what I might possibly do, and then I kind of go from there, right? What I do know is I do enjoy traveling as a job, right? I do know that. What I'm starting to realize is that I'm not a huge fan of the crazy inconveniences of being a truck driver. Just the really inconvenient lifestyle of doing it. So that's where I landed on this idea. Maybe it's an option, right? Maybe it's an option. And then I looked around, and I'm seeing exactly what you guys are telling me. Dude, the market in Sprinter vans right now is really bad. Fact. That is true. That's why I don't have a Sprinter van right now. Right now. I have other things I need to get in order before I even, well, not before I consider, but before I actually make that kind of move, right? So, I never really like coming back to explain myself, because it's like, why should I? Why should I explain myself? If I want to screw up my finances because I want to try something else, hell, if nothing else, you guys get a good video out of it, right? I get more life experience out of it. And to me, that's exciting. I'm 41 years old, and I am so disgusted by the idea of just living a completely normal life and doing the same thing every day, and everything's just so predictable, and we know exactly what's going to happen. To me, that shit doesn't work. That's why I don't do local jobs as a truck driver. It's why I don't do dedicated jobs as a truck driver. I mean, that's why I tried cubicles again, but that's why I'm not in the cubicle still. I cannot stand the idea of every day of my life being exactly the same. I have seen what it does to people. I have been one of those people. And to me, there's no money in the world that could make me want to live such an awful, boring existence. I understand if that's what you like. If that's what you like, then by all means you should do it. But my mind is chaotic. And I don't have it in me to do the same thing every day. For those of you that are panicking that I have once again job hopped, he's done it again. He's a job hopper. I have done no such thing. I'm still here. I haven't went anywhere, right? I see the advice. Josh, you need your resume to look good because you got to get the job hopping thing going away. None of that matters if you work for yourself at all. I could clean up my resume right now. I could just put my LLC on there. That's where I worked. Call me and verify it, right? That's where I've worked the last 4 years, 3 years, whatever it is. At my LLC. Call me. I can verify this, you know? But that's all it is, guys. It's just in the planning stages. And that plan may change. That plan may completely go away. But I would rather drive my truck off a fucking bridge than go through life without any kind of goal to chase. Without any idea of anything in the world that I want to do, except I want to get in this truck and I want to do what I'm told and I want to drive. It makes me sick, physically sick, to think that that's what I'll do until I die. I will go out of this bitch in a blaze of glory before I ever just settle for anything in my life. And there are people out there that want to focus on the negative. You know, the negative helps the narrative, doesn't it? God damn, I should have been a rapper. I'm going to get on SoundCloud after this because that'll be my next goal. But go, Josh, you failed at this and you failed at this and you failed at that. I made a lot of goddamn money when I was right. A lot. A lot. YouTube alone was making 70 grand a year at one point. This isn't a flex. This isn't me like, look how badass I am. But then when Nat was doing that, the truck was making, goddamn, by the time I paid all the bills, 100 grand. I mean, no risk, no reward, guys. You know, I don't have it in me to spend whatever years of my life are left just sitting here and doing what I'm told to do. That's fucking crazy to me. I'm not built that way, right? And it's okay, guys, if you like think I'm crazy. That's okay, right? I think that the viewers that get so emotionally attached to the point they're angry at me for making my own life decisions when I'm in my 40s, I think they're crazy. All right? That's way crazier than anything I'm doing, by a long ways. Way crazier. And I had another point, and I forgot what it is. Maybe I should slow down every once in a while. Just stop thinking. As far as the van market being bad right now, yeah, that's true. The whole freight market is bad right now. I think I already covered that. I don't have a van right now. Why are we worried about what the freight market's doing right now? Let it bottom out. Let's find the fucking bottom. Sounds good to me. I'm paying attention to these guys that run vans now. They're talking about 85 cents a mile to keep their van moving. Well, when I punch in all the numbers, worst case scenario, I'm putting in the loan estimator over at Mercedes at 20% interest, right? Because I'm figuring worst case. I'm putting the fuel cost diesel at $4 a gallon because I'm figuring worst case, right? I'm putting my insurance on the van at $1,000 a month, right? At 85 cents a mile, it's still profitable when you use a calculator, right? Now, I understand that there's a difference between a calculator and reality because there's so many fucking variables that a calculator can't pick up on. I get that. But I think it's good the market's fucked right now. We can find the bottom. We can find the last man standing out there that's willing to work for the least amount of money. And once you find the bottom, the only way to go is up. That's it. You know? So, anyways, I still forgot the other point I want to make, and that's going to piss me off because I really wanted to make it. Oh, yes. Here's how I'll end the video. Don't show concern for me when my brain's still working, right? While I'm still thinking of ideas or what my next business plan will be, what my next business idea will be. That is not the time to be concerned about old this guy trucks. When you see me stop, when you see me just drive the truck and tell you I'm perfectly content with this, I'm perfectly content with having a boss and being told what to do all the time, that's when I want to see your concern in the comments. That's when I want to see you worried about me and asking me if I'm okay. Because I can assure you that I'm not at that point. In the real world, I know I said I was going to end it that way, but in the real world, we celebrate people that try things. Even the people that fail at things. We admire the balls these people have to just take the risk and see what happens. But in the internet world, we talk down on these things and these kind of people. About what losers they are, about what failures they are. I will take that label every day for the rest of my life before I ever be accused of just being content and just being a good little worker. You guys realize that's what they want you to do, right? Buck the system. Fuck it. Do your own thing. Be your own person. They want you to fall in line and do what you're told. They ain't beat me down yet. Hell no. Hell no. And they're never going to. They're never going to. So, thank you for all the awesome subscribers and the awesome comments. And a lot of those awesome comments included telling me it was a bad idea, but backed up with reasons why. Thank you for all the support to the channel. We had a rough month. It was kind of a slow month on YouTube. But we're going again. And I appreciate you guys. And those of you that are too emotionally attached to my videos, and you hearing me talk about a thought that I have, an idea that I may want to pursue, to the point that it sends you into a rage, just walk away, man. Just walk away. This is just a YouTube video. I'm a person that you don't know. Just walk away from it, because this is bad for your mental health at that point, okay? I care about you, I really do. But if you're taking it that hard, you gotta just find someone else to watch, man. Find someone else that would live your life exactly the way you would, and be happy you found that person on YouTube. Or put out your own videos about how your idea is always the right idea. I'm sure it will be fascinating. I'm sure it'll be a great channel. That's what we need is more channels where people insist that their way is the right way and the only way. We got no shortage of that. None at all. So anyways, guys, that's enough of me rambling for today. I am almost through my break, 4 more minutes, and gonna bang out a couple more hours, call it a night, get up as early as possible tomorrow, hopefully. Been struggling with that a little bit lately, and get this load done. So appreciate you guys' time. We'll see you next time now. Bye.